It's your boy Hash Info. We're gonna make some protein pancakes for the wife and I this morning. Actually, I don't. Oh man, I'll eat some. I don't want any fucking pancakes. I want waffles, but I ain't pulling out the waffle iron. It'd be too awesome, and I'm far too stupid to be awesome. So what we're gonna do is we got some almond drink. And you've got this bowl, right? So inside the bowl, I'm gonna speak in bilingual. Did you know Manitoba is shooting for a bilingual status? I'm gonna say it in English and then I'm gonna say it in French. I'm gonna put the pancake mix inside the bowl. On va mettre le pancake mix sur le bowl. I don't know how you say bowl in French. Don't even care. All the important words were put is mettre. Pancake mix is obviously crepes. A gaufres is flapjacks are called crepes. Okay. Now, I know you guys know what crepes are, and because I am the sexiest Frenchman in Winnipeg, I will of course be making crepes today. So I hate pancakes. I fucking love crepes. I hated school. I hate authority. I hate people who think they're smarter than someone else and they're trying to teach you something that, you don't really need. Sewing class, for instance. It's just stupid. Now, I'm a dude. Like there's going to be a bunch of dudes that are like, God, I'm going to be a sewer when I grow up. I'm telling you straight up, if you're a sewer and you grew up, there's something that's not cool. All right? That's not cool. Chicks are supposed to be sewers. I said it. Now, there's a reason why dudes are like 3 to 5 times more powerful than women. It's not so you can hold a sewing needle, bud. So, yeah, you're supposed to be a mason. Go lift some rocks, go shovel some rocks. Get something heavy done. Lift some heavy shit, bro. You know what I mean? But cooking class, the same teacher that taught sewing taught home ec. So there was a power struggle because I love cooking. You guys don't actually understand how much I love cooking. It reminds me of my mama. And she used to cook really nice meals for me. So I love cooking. But home ec sucked. My teacher, she wasn't a very good teacher. She was okay. She got me at the end. And I'm pretty sure she really liked me at the end. Just gonna tell you that. But because I was a good guy and I knew how to cook, and I didn't like people who talk smack, especially the girls and stuff in any class, right? And there's some really rude dudes in my classes that showed their colors in different ways to lady teachers and stuff. So I had a computer teacher. And she was awesome. She didn't really like me. I definitely got kicked out of computer. Again, authority and being told I have to type so much and this and that. I was really good at typing, so I knew, and I passed computer class, and I was the only kid that wasn't in the class most of the time. But I was really good at it, and there was no denying that I was passing, but I also I don't like authority, right? And I don't like people telling me stuff, and there's a way to do things, right? And school is a way to show you that you're not in charge, but really you are in charge if you don't go to school. I don't know if that makes sense to you. When you're not in school, who's in charge? You are, right? But when you're in school, all of a sudden somebody else is in charge. I don't like playing fucking make-believe, okay? So I'm always in charge. No, there's nobody, don't care who you are, don't care where you're from. My mama raised me right, and I'm a good man, right? So this is crepe batter. It's nearly complete. This is we've used some Saigon cinnamon in here, a little bit of extra almond drink, and you can see we're just gonna float it and make it fluffy. I'm gonna turn the oven on in a minute here, preheat and season our pan ever so slowly and gently. We're going to wash our plates and stuff for pancaking, creping. If you're new to the channel, make sure you follow for more great tips. We're going to be talking about cooking this morning, and then we'll do some salad videos tonight. We're having, I got to get some tomatoes later on, some cucumbers, tomatoes, and some spinach or some arugula or some, what's the other one, the purple one I was eating there? So our arugula, I think it's endives. And there's another one. Oh, it's, damn it, I got to get to the grocery store and start looking at lettuces. Endives, arugula. I really like arugula. Arugula has a nice, spicy, almost a bit of a nutty thing going on. Earthy, nutty, spicy, herby. Really peppery, really proper. Damn it, there's this other one I was getting. I for now I can't remember. It's a shame. I'll get to the grocery store. I'll just be shouting it out. I'll probably bring you guys there live. We need a little, no, we'll be good with you. Well, we're going to need more oil for the next ones. We'll keep it down here. We got gingerbread. We got a full rack of gingerbread. We'll get that going soon. So this, once you let it kind of just sit there and do its thing, now you just want to mélanger un petit peu comme ça. You just want to mix it around a little bit, like this. Maintenant, on va mettre le crepe batter sur le frying pan, mes amis. And this is really nice stuff right here. You can see this consistency is what you're looking for. You want it to coat the spoon, and you want it to make ribbons. As you coat the spoon, you want to see ribbons. Okay? I don't know what I'm talking about, but you can clearly see that's doing things, right? So once you get all the, oh, you're going to add some protein powder to this as well. So you make it a little thinner so you can thicken it up just a hair. But this is where it gets interesting. Let's get out some, don't you dare do that. Okay, let's get out some things here. Now, in here we got what we need, like so, like so. Oh, I almost put it right in the frying pan. This is what happens when you got a cat. This is what happens. So there's about 30 grams of protein there. Plant-based protein. You get your greens in there. Proteins, super greens, spinach, alfalfa, grass. You got kale, broccoli, epinards, lucerin's. You name it, it went in there, okay? Now, once you get your protein powder in there, this is what's going to make it extra healthy. You had your whole grains, but now you've added superfoods and everything. I don't know if you can heat up this stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure people heat this stuff up all the time. You're going to add a little bit more water. As you can tell, it's nice and gummy. This is the consistency that this dude from YouTube, J Diz, eats. His favorite consistency, nice and gummy. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. If you check him out, he's from Winnipeg. Let him know Hashman wants to do a video. I think he blocked me. I'm so stupid though. I'd go to his channel and be like, hey, I really want to do a video with you. And then, I don't know. The chat fills up with different names. Some of them are like Long Dong Silver, Float Your Boat 420, Big Boobs 97. And then you got, damn, J Diz Eats shows up in my chat. And Mini Schism shows up. And I'm like, what is a Mini Schism? And I totally forgot that that's that dude's channel name. I've done it several times now. The Mini Schism. I've done it several times to him. I think he thinks, at this point, I think he thinks I'm trolling him. And then the other guy is J Diz Eats. And J Diz Eats has showed up 3 times to my cooking videos. And I don't shout him out. I see him after. And one time, I was like, hey, J Diz Eats. And he was like, and he just didn't reply. I was like, oh. But I can't tell if they're still in the chat type of thing, like on Instagram. It says, like, who's watching right now live. YouTube sucks in that sense, man. Sucks. that it doesn't say who's watching right now. Like, it should tell me the people in my chat. It's like YouTube was designed to protect trolls and to ensure the autonomy of YouTube stays with the see, I just can't. It's too much. I see through it, man. Do I see through it? You know, you get a famous celebrity and they call them a child, not a child actor, they call them a childhood celebrity or something like that. You know what I mean? There's just people out there you gotta watch, man. People in England, people in Canada, people in the States, all working for the same organization that doesn't work for the public, the people. They work for the private sector. That's the only way to put it. And it's horrible. It's horrible that there's such an entity that operates in that manner. An entity that should be looking after us and sheltering us and shepherding us actually does the complete opposite. That's how I know what I know. Hell on earth couldn't be any more true. They always joke around and say when hell freezes over. You know what I mean? That's an Easter egg. That, in fact, is an Easter egg. Did you know there is no such thing as winter? There is only something that is created after a chemical reaction, such as a nuclear reaction. You get something called a nuclear winter. Did you know volcanoes don't even exist? Hey Google, are you always listening?
No, I am not always listening.
Is it true that scientists have figured out that volcanoes are not naturally formed?
No, that is not true. The scientific consensus, supported by extensive
There has been many military operations that pump flammable materials underneath islands and then light them.
I found no evidence of widespread military operations where flammable materials were pumped underneath islands and then lit. I did find mention of FIDO, Fog Investigation and Dispersal Operation. This system used pipelines alongside airfields, including some on islands, like Amchitka in the Aleutian.
Oh my God. This is exactly what I just said.
To burn fuel to dissipate fog, but...
Oh my God. No, they just pumped it through pipelines underneath the island. That's the same fucking thing, goof.
I understand you feel strongly about the information. To clarify the claim about military operations pumping flammable materials through pipelines underneath islands to light them, I will perform a search. Military operations like Operation Pluto, World War II, did lay massive pipelines under the ocean to transport fuel between England and France, and the FIDO system burned fuel through perforated pipes to disperse fog over airfields, sometimes on islands. However, there is no known evidence of a widespread military operation that ran pipelines underneath an island's ground for the purpose of lighting it on fire from below.
No, it was to create volcanic mass.
There is no scientific or historical evidence of a military operation pumping flammable materials.
It's because that's not public information. Tell me about the island of Hawaii and how they pumped the flammable material underneath the island in 2020.
claim about pumping flammable material under an island in 2020 to create a volcano is false. However, there was a major fuel contamination crisis on Oahu, not the island.
Oh, there was a major fuel contamination crisis on Oahu. That's the big island. Oh, but not the island of Hawaii. This has nothing to do with the island of Hawaii. But Oahu sure had this happen, involving the U.S. Navy's Red Hill bulk fuel storage facility in 2020. So guys, remember, what you think is true and what they're telling you is true, just remember there's a layer in between there that's so fucked up. If you were to lift the layer even just a hair, it'd blow your mind.
Island of Hawaii, involving the U.S. Navy's Red Hill bulk fuel storage facility. In 2020, March and June, and 2021, May and November.
Oh, by the way, you won't hear anybody in the world talking about this. Not today, not yesterday, not last week. You're welcome.
There were leaks from the aging underground pipelines and tanks, ultimately releasing jet fuel into the aquifer.
You do know what jet fuel is, eh? We'll have this mummy tell you exactly how flammable, how insanely dangerous fucking jet fuel is.
Contaminating the drinking water supply for thousands of residents. This was a leak.
Do you know how hard it would be to contaminate the drinking water of thousands of residents on an island spread out that large? Do you have any idea how big the aquifers are that Hawaii drinks out of?
Of stored fuel, not an operation to intentionally burn the island.
So here's the thing, okay? When you're in a corporation, corporations are so dirty, what they do is they'll say, oh, I had no idea that this was like this. If they were to admit and say, yeah, no, totally, yeah, no, we made a mistake. Yes, we did that. The fine is totally fucking different. If they claim, they're like, oh, really? I didn't realize that could have happened. You get a slap on the wrist, you pay a small fine, and it goes away. But if you claim that you knew this was there and that this could have happened, if there were reports that said, we don't want to put this rocket jet fuel engine, military jet fuel supply so close to fucking 10,000 people's drinking water, what do you think happens then? It turns into that Brockovich. It turns into a Brockovich case, okay? Aaron Brockovich. Now, what you don't understand is from March and June and in 2020, March and June, and in 2021, May and November, there were leaks from the aging underground pipelines. It wasn't one leak. It wasn't two leaks. This wasn't just over 1 year. This was over the span of 2 years and 4 different instances they are willing to take responsibility for. 4 separate instances. Now, 1 time, okay, maybe. 2 times, okay, fire whoever's in charge of that area. 3 times is no longer an accident. 4 times is, in fact, purposefully done. Remember, you can't be me, folks. Stop trying. You look silly. I flipped that right in front of you, live on YouTube. Remember, I am the Hashman. There's not a thing that I can't do. There's just a bunch of things I won't do. But I'm telling you straight up, there are people out there who don't want you to understand the way that this world works. And they are winning the monetary race that you're in, that I chose to not even join their sick games. I don't want to be part of what they are part of. I don't want people thinking that what they have is better than what you have. What you have is probably 10 times better than what they have. Because you're real, you're truthful, you're a good person. They live with pity and their conscience eats away at them. Or they're so snake-like they have never felt a true conscience before. They don't know what conscience is. then right there, you are 100,000 times better than they could ever be. Turn your oven off and let residual heat just blast that thing slowly for a second. Understanding what's inside of you is the key to being here. Understanding what makes you tick will set you free. I make a lot of videos on YouTube, fairly powerful videos, but this one will be very, very powerful because some people will learn from this. And the people who come out of this learning will teach others about how not to be. And out of that, we'll get a world of a lot better people than we have right now. People running and struggling and trying to snake another person to get a job that the same person is going for. You could create your own business and you could be something totally different and not be taking food from a child's mouth who that person has to feed tomorrow. You know what I mean? But creating your own business, what are you doing then? Are you still in that race, or are you just there to make ends meet, put some food on the table, save or plan for a vacation next year? That sounds like a good person. That sounds like somebody I would love to hang out with and learn from and learn with. You know what I mean? Got this beautiful protein pancake right here. The oven's off, so we're good. I'll show you it's nice and clean. We don't burn stuff over here. So we got this nice one here. I think the wife wants a little burr on there. If she doesn't, I should just put cinnamon and maple syrup. Let's skip the burr. We'll skip it because it's fat. We don't need that much. I put some oil in the pan, right? Let's show you the pour. The pour is one of my favorites. This is organic maple syrup. It's from Costco. This is grade A amber maple syrup. So, when you're looking at syrup, don't be like, oh, this is Costco. Read. You got to be able to read. The first green word says organic, Canada grade A, and it's pure maple syrup. There's nothing on here that's like, oh, this is the cheap stuff. Oh, I lost respect for you because you're not using a $45 bottle of maple syrup. It comes from the same maple tree as the other bottle. The only difference is one's glass and one is not. This is the beautiful pancake for the wife. Let's get some protein crepes going in this pan in a second. Let's serve this up here while it's nice and piping hot. Guys, we're really doing it. This is going in. We'll make pancakes for tomorrow for the wife as well. This way she has something to eat this week. Oh, Jesus. That's why we turn the oven off. That is a little bit more oil than I wanted to put in there, so let's take some of that out and put it in this cup. So we're really doing it. We got, I definitely want to take a little bit of that oil out of this pan here. And we'll put it in this cup. Not too much, and you want to be gentle when you do this. You want to pour over the sink as well. But it's super easy to do this. Not hard. Take your time, pour slow. And we'll use that for the next one. There's a tiny dribble trying to track down. Wipe that off. There you go. You can see here, taking out a good portion of that. Now, we're just finishing up cleaning and tidying here. Got some different things going on in the house today. Let's get another crepe pancake down. Now I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller and a little bit thinner. So we'll see what happens here with this crepe cake. Oh, this is a nice one. It's going to be a nice one. So you're going to take a little bit more, just a hair, and you're just going to come around this side, just a hair. Well, hey, how you doing? A little bit, not a full crepe there. You know what I mean? Right there. Oh, crepes are awesome too. If you've had my crepes, cinnamon, maple crepes, to die for. Hey, babe, they good? Is it good, babe? Mm-hmm, she says. That's what I want to hear. Mm-hmm. She does not do that very often, guys. That made me smile. Oh. That one made me happy. I'm going to put a little bit in here too. Oh, I love cooking. I love making really tasty eats. I'm craving the meatballs and mashed potatoes. We've had it almost every day this week, so we can't have it today. But we will have it in a couple days. I'm going to make some cannelloni. Some sort of dish this evening with noodles and stuff. So look forward to that on the show. Got some orange juice and some water. We're going to give some of this to the wife. Well, guys, you know, I'm always doing different things. My wife's doing different things. I feel like I just can't. Sometimes I feel like I just can't catch a break, and then I feel like I can. But if I hurry, I should really get this back. Well, guys, that crepe will be ready in a few. Here, I gotta figure out what's really going on here. Most kids are so innocent, you know. It's like they don't even have like a real clue. You know what I mean? So cute how kids are just innocent, you know? It's the ones that aren't that you gotta watch for, you know what I mean? Like, they're the ones that are gonna give you a hard time. I wonder what makes a kid not innocent. Parents, right? It has to be parents. Or do you think kids are just born with a personality? You don't think personality comes from the person that they are being raised by, though? Like, these are the things I think about sometimes. I think the mother and the father have a lot to do with children's personality, personally. or the person who brought you up. You know what I mean? Person who raised you. So I got like an old woman. Sorry, I'm like, you know what I mean? I got like an older lady, awesome older lady in me, and then I got like an older dude, and then a really older dude, and then I got my mom. Then I got my uncles in me too. You know what I mean? So before you know it, I just am a really old person. You know what I mean? I'm like a 157-year-old person, and I'm 3. You know? Hoping that this thing cooks eventually. Let's see what the wife's at here. She should be getting something here, not too. You're welcome. All right. I'll just use my wife's plate. You can see the air bubbles starting to form now. You want to give it a scooch like this. What you're doing is you're checking the flimsiness of the center of it, and you can see it. She's super flimsy here. You can see it like that. She's folding a little bit. You want to get that. You want the skin to toughen up on this big time, and then we'll move into what's next. Okay. But this is going to be a tasty crepe cake. I can't even express to you how tasty it's going to be. All right? OMG, bud. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking to see that happen. Oh, we'll get it back. We always do. We'll give it like 5 minutes. I won't look. I gotta look away for a minute. I'm just trying to figure out like where all the new people are on YouTube. I have had very, very small, low selection of new viewers coming to my channel, and I'm not sure how that's possible, right? Like you got somebody on there that's writing people's names down with 4,000 people in the chat. He's just fucking writing your name down, right? Jesus Christ, what the fuck has this world come to? I'm frying fucking golden crepes right now, and dude's writing fucking Karen on a board for $100 super chat. Fuck. Get me started, bud. So we're gonna wash this. We're gonna rinse out this. Once this is done, I'm gonna wash these plates. I wash the sink. I'm gonna wash the counter, the stove, This is done. We got one ready for the pan here. Oh, I think I got maple syrup underneath this thing here. Good thing I got clothes on today. Sometimes we don't. You know what I mean? Ladies, it's true, ladies. Sometimes we don't. All right. So we're just going to keep pancaking right now because that's what bosses do. Let's get you back over to the pancake maker right here. And let's start pouring in cinnamon crepe cakes, bud. These are super tasty. Protein packed. You're getting protein, super greens, kale. You're eating freaking broccoli when you eat this crepe cake. I ain't playing. Alfalfa, kale, broccoli is in here. Whole grains. Lots of protein. Got your BCA branched chain amino acids. You got all kinds of stuff. BCAAs. You're doing it, right? I'd say it's been about 5 minutes or less. We're going to have a quick check onto this. My heart's palpitating. Oh my goodness, the stream was so kicking. Okay. It's come back already. Oh my gosh. You're back, babe. I'm... Now you got all that stuff did. You're just gonna keep on doing it, you know what I mean? Before you know it, you'll be done. Yeah, I know this. I can fucked one about 10 minutes ago. That's in the garbage. Let's turn the fan on and she will fan out of here. Get this other fan going. All right. That's what I'm talking about. So you can see you got to get underneath the lip of that, and once you do, it just starts to come together. And that's how she goes, all right? Okay, Pancake City. We're about to finish up here. Open the front door and we'll get some fresh air in. We may or may not have burnt the pancake there. No big deal, it's in garbage. It's like burnt oysters here or something. This is done. Oven off. Put this away. And I got a bunch more stuff to do, so I'm gonna have breakfast. It's 12:20 right now, so why wouldn't we? Let's just start having a wonderful breakfast of champions made by the Hash Man. Let's go. See you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. What an episode.